relate to that one. Are there any men in here tonight? I overheard there might be some. There's a couple. Yeah? There's some roosters in the hen house. That's all right. Isn't it great we can get together for a night of fun and laughter? You know, different backgrounds, different ages. But at our core, we all have that one thing in common, right? We're just out here trying to figure out this thing called pickleball. Have you seen this mess? We love pickleball, Jody. I know, I love it too. If you don't know what pickleball is, it's just like tennis, but it's harder. It's harder. Because in tennis, you have to serve overhand, but in pickleball, you have to serve drinks and appetizers. It's very social, it's very social. You know what they say, tennis players are called athletes. Pickleball players are called swingers. That's just what I've heard. Is it true? Everyone is so excited about pickleball, the craze, and oh my gosh, this brand new game, it's so fun. But it actually has been around for about 50 years. Like, it's not brand new. I played when I was growing up, when I was little. At 5 years old, I was the youngest one on the court. And now, 50 years later, I'm the youngest one on the court. And it's a very fun game. I'm married, and my husband and I have a good marriage. We have a really fun time. I know, gross, but let me explain. Our friends are like, of course you have a good marriage. You guys have fun because you both look like characters from the TV show The Office. Do you guys watch the show? I know, I look like Angela from The Office. And if you don't watch the show, all you need to know is that everyone says I look like Angela and my husband looks like Phyllis. We have a good time. We're still attracted to each other. It's just different now because we're getting older. We've been married a long time. There's a back hair situation. And he has back hair too. We heard that date night is good for your marriage, so we agreed we'll start doing date nights. And so far, he's had more dates than me, so I'm trying to get on the apps. Is anyone else married here tonight? I bet there is. Right here? To each other? Oh no, I'm not in Seattle, sorry. How long have you been married? In the white, right here.
28 years.
28 years? My goodness, you look so young. Did you get married in high school? Anyone else from Utah here tonight? All right, give it up for her, 28 years. And how about here in the back? 20 years. You're almost done. I guess we got 8 years to go. All right, give it up for these two ladies. Making it happen. That's awesome. My husband and I have the birthday deal. You heard about this? Where you have to get to have sex on your birthday. I mean, lucky me. But now, every time he hears the birthday song or sees a piñata, yes, he gets a little excited. Boing! We got the big boner. Birthday boner. Which is fine. But we did get kicked out of my nephew's birthday party last year. Very inappropriate. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. We met when we were in college in a photography class, and we made out a lot. the other day, he's like, oh man, babe, those were the days. You never looked better than you did in that dark room. Wait a second. He's a great guy. I'm like, he's so great. I don't deserve him. I'm so lucky. No one ever says, no, he's lucky too, Jody. You guys don't even know him and you're like, yeah, we buy that. It's probably better than her. I am from just outside of Seattle. It's 2 hours south of Seattle. It's a little town called Enumclaw. That's always a crowd pleaser. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's no Scottsdale. I went shopping in Enumclaw the other day, and I asked the gal, do you have anything high-waisted? And she's like, you're looking at her. I'm high and I'm wasted. Phoenix, Scottsdale, I need to shop down here. I do love Enumclaw. It's really, really fun, and we have a sweet little neighborhood. We have little cocktail parties, and I make these cocktails. But one of our neighbors, we have to make her these special cocktails because she's sober, and so. Sorry, this is a room full of parents. Sober means. We don't know when we're mothers. It's not important. It's not important. My husband and I have been foster parents. Thank you. So we're going to heaven. We have 3 biological kids, and we've had a lot of foster kids. They are a little bit messed up. They do have some problems. But our foster kids are great. Yes, they're doing just fine. I asked my husband long ago if he'd be willing to do foster care, and he was like, we can do that? Heck yes. Which one are we getting rid of? I didn't understand. But he may have been onto something. One of my neighbors said, no, Jody, really, how'd you talk him into doing foster care? I was like, well, first I bought a piñata. You guys know that works. That's how you do it. If you have adopted kids or foster kids, you know that the love is just the same. We love our biological kids and our foster kids exactly the same. It's pretty remarkable, actually. The only difference is our biological kids have our genetics, and our foster kids are on the honor roll. You got this DNA, you got more D's than A's. Cute kids, I love my kids. I love my kids, and we put them all in youth sports when they were growing up. So fun. You guys get it, right? It's great. That's a great time. Someone told us if you put your kids in sports, you'll avoid all the drug and alcohol issues. I thought this was great news, so I signed my mother-in-law for Pee Wee soccer. It didn't work for her either. We're in that generation of parents that started the participation trophy movement. I know, it's very controversial. But I can see both sides. You know, on the one hand, I think you should have to win the game to earn the trophy. But on the other hand, I'm a Cardinals fan. My bartender at the Marriott told me about it. I know, he said you guys are gonna have a good year this year. I don't know, I don't follow baseball, so. But don't feel bad. I can relate. We have the Mariners and the Seahawks, so I get it. It's okay. If you have kids in sports or young kids, you gotta drive carpool. It's really fun, because the kids that age, they're into the gossip, and so am I. Sometimes it gets kind of juicy. Like those kids spit their fish crackers out when I told them Connor's mom was sleeping around. They love my carpool. What's the T, Mr. C? After every game, we go to Taco Bell. You guys have Taco Bell here? Yes, I love Taco Bell. It's so fun. And if my kids played well, I let them get something. You don't score, you don't eat. I know, so one time my little boy, he goes, Mom, that's not fair. You get McD fries and we don't. That's the rude. I know, I sound like a bad mom, but don't worry. The very next day, I signed him up for speech therapy. I'm a wonderful mother. The best people at your kids' games are the grandparents, don't you think? Yes, they're the very best, because they'll say anything to your kids to make them feel like a superstar. My mom told my daughter, since you're the best player on the team, I made my homemade lasagna special for you. I was like, Mom, don't lie to her. She's like, what? She's the best. No, you bought that lasagna from Costco. Saw the box, in the garbage, you big phony. I asked my mom, I'm like, why didn't you ever tell me I was the best player when I was growing up? She's like, oh, I know, we didn't. Well, you know, back then when we were raising kids, parenting wasn't a thing. We were just adults that happened to have kids. There was no helicopter. We wanted you out of our hair. We were not helicopter parents. We were pickup truck parents. What is that? I'm glad you asked. A pickup truck parent is when you put your kids in the back and hope a couple bounce out. That is a good idea. You want to talk about my religious daughter? One of our daughters, well, my son is that little boy that I told you about, the Mexi Fries. He's grown, he's married now too. They grow up so fast, don't they? Now he's grown, he's got a beard, he's got tattoos, he's married, he has a wife, he's got a puppy. I mean, what's next? A job? Then he really won't need me. And one of our daughters is also married, and she's, like I say, very religious. All of our kids are Christian. I think it's great. I'm so into it. But she's a church lady, and she told me, Mom, in the Bible, the Apostle Paul says wives must obey their husbands. I was like, well, keep reading, because Paul gets beheaded. Watch out, Paul. I said, you know, Jesus never said that. Jesus never said wives must obey their husbands. And she's like, well, Jesus wasn't married. Didn't have a girlfriend. I'm like, exactly. My pastor told me that he did have a girlfriend, but she's like, Jesus, she didn't like the miracles. She's like, I don't like the miracles. When I come to you with a problem, I don't want you to fix it. I just want you to listen. She's very religious. She likes to say grace when we go out for dinner. She prays at restaurants. I'm into it. I love it. but she even makes us say grace at Starbucks. So the last time we were there, she's like, okay, bow your head, and I did, and we hit the car in front of us. Where is Carrie Underwood when I need her? And now my husband and I are empty nesters. Are there? Usually more people clap for that, but I can see some of you are still living at home. That's cool. My husband's very happy about this. He's like, oh great, now I can walk around the house in my underwear, I can learn to play the guitar. I was like, or we could stay married. I don't want to see that. If you Google empty nesting, what comes up is empty nesting is when you've raised boys and they grow up and they move out of the house. If you've raised girls and they grow up and they move out of the house, you're not an empty nester, you're a survivor. And I love my girls so much, we're so close, but I understand Google because when they were with us, they stole my clothes, they were very moody, I was literally naked and afraid. They're so cute though. I miss my kids so much, I really do. I miss them. I remember when they would make a mess and I'd get so mad and I would start yelling at them. And now they're gone, there's no mess, and I realize I really miss yelling. So now every afternoon I just call Verizon. The Lord provides. And I miss blaming them for stuff. Now I gotta find someone else to blame. You know, who didn't turn off the lights? Me. Who ate all the hot Cheetos? Me. Who wore my dress and spilled beer on it? My husband. Do you know he dresses up as Taylor Swift for the Chiefs games? I think she's the coach now or something. Looks good though. They call empty nest a syndrome. It's an empty nest syndrome because when you go through it, all these unfamiliar emotions, feelings start to bubble to the surface, like joy. And freedom. Also, if you Google empty nest, what comes up is now is a great time to reconnect with your spouse. She said, buy a piñata, this lady's. She knows how to have fun. Yeah, so my husband said, oh, why don't we do this? Why don't we buy a couple Harley-Davidson motorcycles and take a trip across the country? He was like, oh, no, why don't we get a puppy? And so we compromised, we got a puppy. But this is cute. Guess what we named the puppy?
Harley.
No, Taylor Swift. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.